King Theodorius the Wise wants to hand over his crown to his successor. The winner must persuade the most immigrants to come to Emara and make sure it can house as many as possible. The game will play with the countryside and town setting of Emara. Each player will have drawn 3 cards from a possible 9. These are the cards available to you this round. On an active player's turn, they'll play one of their cards in hand in an available slot here. This will determine movement and the card action for this turn. The player can then choose to either do movement or card action first. They may also perform the action of the area where a counselor lands, should you choose to. And lastly, you can perform any bonus actions. Movement can be performed on either the countryside or town board. That player's counselor must move exactly, no more, no less, than the move value in clockwise direction. The countryside board is where you'll generate the 4 main resources of the game: wood, stone, cloth, and wheat. Wherever their counselor lands, they'll gain one of the resources there, plus 1 more per craftsman they have there, or they can give up a wheat for 1 bread. Placing a craftsman's in a region can be done by taking a bonus action on your turn and giving up the required resource to place them in an empty house. These are first come, first served, so hurry up. The town board will be broken into 4 areas as well, which are the cathedral, castle, market, and construction site. Before we go into the specific of each, note that as a bonus action, you can hire advisors in the area you're in by paying the required resources and refilling these if you bought one. These can give you immediate, once per turn, or always on effects. Now back to the areas. This board of the game will generally score you points on the citizen or building track. Now know that at the end of the game, your score total will be from the lowest of the 2 tracks. In the cathedral, you can make donations as listed here to get books. You'll turn the marker clockwise, making it more costly for the next players. You'll also get 1 favor from the 3 you draw. These can be turned in when your counselor lands in that area for a reward. The castle is where you can give a gift to the king. Then, again, turn the donation token clockwise and take 1 signet ring. These are especially useful for the last bonus action, increase your noble rank. Here you'll take the next rank up from the ones you have and move up in points accordingly. These will give you less points if other players buy them first, so you'll need to race for them. The market is where you can exchange 1 resource for 1 coin. Coins are needed for rank increase, as I talked about, but also act as a wild for any of the 4 resources. Here you can also turn in a number of books to get citizen points as listed. And lastly, the construction site is where you can turn stone, bread, or wood to go up the building or citizen track. When all players played their 3rd card, we prepare for the next round. Discard played cards, draw 3 from the now possible 6, move the first player marker clockwise, and draw the new event card for the round. Play continues until you've reached the end of the 6th round, so you'll have gone through your deck of cards twice. Exchange any tokens you have for points, you can choose which track to increase, and your total will be the lowest from the 2 tracks. The player with the most points is crowned the new king of Emara. Crown of Emara blends in perfectly resource management and sleight hand management and or programming elements. And though the game is fairly easy to grasp, you probably can't tell from not playing the game, but deciding on which board your counselor moves is no easy feat. You'll need resources from the countryside, but sometimes you might require the save movement slot needed for the plan you had on the town side. So your attention is constantly divided between the 2 boards, and I really like that element of the game. The hand management aspect comes from knowing cards remaining in hand and in your deck. I didn't talk much about them, but besides giving you resources, some will give you extra moves or take any town area action regardless of where you land. And knowing if these cards have been played or coming up increase the tactical and strategic element of the game, which is really high up there. Another high element of the game is replay value. It has a modular board and which advisors are available in any given game. I really enjoyed Crown of Emara, and it's certainly staying in my collection. And I strongly recommend it for any Euro lovers out there. It gets an impressive 8.5 out of 10.